did you meet him?
I had my husband at that time had gotten letters of introduction from the head of a theater chain. Those were the days when theater chains were very important, and they...
Hollywood often dazzles us with larger-than-life personas. Yet behind the spotlight, unexpected stories simmer quietly. Imagine two iconic television stars from wildly different worlds keeping a deep connection hidden for decades. A tale that challenges everything we thought we knew about privacy, courage, and societal pressures. What motivates such secrecy? Was it fear, respect, or something more profound? Today, we unravel the carefully guarded bond between Nancy Culp, the poised and witty actress of Beverly Hillbillies, and Redd Foxx, the bold comedian who redefined comedy's boundaries. Their story is a rare glimpse into Hollywood's secret chapters. The Secret Connection. The secret relationship between Nancy Culp and Redd Foxx remains one of Hollywood's most surprising and hidden stories. At first glance, these two stars seemed worlds apart. Nancy, with her poised demeanor and sharp intellect, and Redd Foxx, the outspoken comedian known for his bold, street-smart style. Yet behind the carefully curated public images, they shared a private bond that many never suspected. As Nancy once remarked in an interview, when asked whether opposites attract, "I'd appreciate it if you'd let me phrase the question. My own reply would be that I'm the other sort. I find that birds of a feather flock together." Their relationship reportedly blossomed during the late 1960s, a time when both were at the peak of their careers but navigating the harsh realities of fame and the era's societal expectations. Neither Nancy nor Redd presented their private lives openly. Both were known for maintaining a reserved front when it came to personal matters. This secrecy extended beyond mere preference. It was influenced heavily by the cultural and industry pressures of the time. Their unusual pairing challenged norms that Hollywood and society were still struggling to accept. The full story behind their concealed relationship reveals much about the hidden struggles celebrities face behind their public personas. The unique backgrounds of these two figures provide important context for this hidden chapter, revealing the layers beneath their public facades. Nancy Culp's unique background. Nancy Culp stood out in Hollywood not just for her distinctive voice and graceful presence, but for an unconventional path that shaped her strong and private persona. Born in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in 1921, she was a bright and determined student who excelled academically, earning a bachelor's degree in journalism from Florida State College for Women, and later a master's degree in English and French from the University of Miami. Before acting, Nancy worked as a writer for a Miami newspaper and in the publicity department at MGM Studios, experiences that gave her an insider's understanding of the entertainment world from behind the scenes. Her intellect and ambition were apparent early on, setting her apart from many of her contemporaries in the acting world. Culp once remarked with dry humor, "When I'm being serious, people think I'm being funny. It used to bother me, but I'm getting used to it." Her life was further shaped by a remarkable chapter of public service during World War II when she joined the United States Naval Reserve. Nancy served with distinction, rising to the rank of lieutenant junior grade in the Women's Reserve. This military experience not only developed her discipline and leadership, but also fueled a lifelong commitment to civic duty and public service. These qualities were unusual for actresses at the time and added to her reputation as a formidable and serious-minded woman. It is no surprise that her on-screen roles frequently reflected parts of this persona, often portraying intelligent, reserved characters, a reflection of who she really was beneath the surface. While Nancy's story reveals a deeply complex woman shaped by intellect, service, and discretion, understanding Redd Foxx's background is essential to grasp the full dynamic of their unlikely union. Redd Foxx's bold persona. Redd Foxx emerged from a vastly different world, one that was raw, unapologetic, and steeped in the rhythms of nightclub and stand-up comedy circuits designed for predominantly black audiences. Born John Elroy Sanford, Foxx built his reputation on a brash comedic style filled with irreverence, quick wit, and street-smart humor. Long before hitting television screens, he ruled the nightclub stage and was famously known as the King of the Party Records, crafting albums that pushed the boundaries of what mainstream audiences expected. His energetic and outspoken persona was a stark contrast to the reserved characters Nancy portrayed, highlighting the surprising nature of their connection. Foxx's transition to national fame came with the 1970s sitcom Sanford and Son, where his blunt but lovable character Fred Sanford became a household name.
I'm very eager to do it because it's my business, you know. When the money's right, you get very eager.
Despite his success, Foxx maintained a complicated private life marked by multiple marriages and personal struggles, which contributed to his guardedness about romantic relationships. This experience, coupled with the pressures of navigating a racially charged entertainment industry, made him cautious about exposing his personal affairs. His public image was tough and brazen, but those close to him knew of his sharp mind and a keen appreciation for art, politics, and social issues. Behind every public figure lies a story shaped by personal and societal forces, which in their case demanded more privacy than either might have wanted to give. How they met and bonded. Nancy Culp and Redd Foxx first crossed paths at a charity event in Los Angeles during the late 1960s, a period when both were enjoying significant television success. Despite moving in very different professional and social circles, their meeting sparked an unexpected connection rooted in shared intellect and mutual respect. Both were avid readers who cared deeply about civil rights and social justice, forming a rare bond beyond surface-level celebrity interactions. Their conversations reportedly stretched late into the night, filled with laughter, debate, and an exchange of ideas that transcended their public personas.
First to just get on out there and refuse to work unless they let me do what I thought was honest, you know, so people...
What made their relationship unique was how they engaged on a level often absent in Hollywood's fast-paced environment. Nancy's poised and articulate nature complemented Redd Foxx's bold, often irreverent humor, creating a balance that challenged conventional notions of compatibility. While their public images were polar opposites, hers refined and reserved, his raw and outspoken, their private moments revealed a meeting of minds fueled by curiosity and empathy. This intellectual intimacy became the foundation of their closeness, a connection that neither sought to broadcast but both cherished deeply. Their bond was not merely romantic but also a profound companionship that defied the expectations imposed by both Hollywood and the wider society. Attendees at private gatherings witnessed the effortless chemistry between them, a mix of dry wit, spirited debate, and genuine warmth. The pressures surrounding their relationship were immense, shaped by social norms and industry limitations that demanded privacy and caution at every turn. The impact of social barriers. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, an interracial relationship like that of Nancy Culp and Redd Foxx faced significant societal and cultural obstacles. America was still wrestling with racial tensions and prejudices despite the progress of civil rights movements, and Hollywood itself remained a place where image and reputation were carefully guarded. For public figures, particularly those crossing racial and cultural lines, revealing such a relationship risked backlash from fans, industry insiders, and the press.
I always quit. Even if I was fired, I'd quit.
This environment made discretion not only a personal preference, but a professional necessity. Both Nancy and Redd were known for fiercely guarding their personal lives, but the stakes in their case extended beyond privacy. Nancy, who remained single after her divorce and kept her personal matters close, chose to deflect questions about her private affairs, while Redd had a complicated public image shaped by multiple marriages and personal struggles. Their decision to hide their connection was likely influenced by a desire not to be reduced or defined by public prejudice or scandal. In an industry that thrived on clear, marketable personas, their relationship represented a challenge to the status quo. Protecting it meant preserving something genuine in a world quick to judge. Even as societal barriers loomed large, their private bond continued to flourish beneath the surface, a quiet testament to the power of connection beyond convention. Legacy, beyond the spotlight. Nancy Culp and Redd Foxx's relationship, though hidden from the public eye, left a lasting impression that transcended their individual careers. Their bond was more than just a secret romance. It was a testament to genuine companionship, intellectual synergy, and mutual respect that defied Hollywood's expectations. Over time, stories from those close to them revealed how their connection offered a quiet refuge from the pressures of fame, allowing both to express parts of themselves rarely seen on screen or stage. This private alliance enriched their personal lives in ways that words and roles never could.
It's gratifying to me to know that they think whatever I'm doing, if I've accomplished something, if I can make them have some few laughs, either way, in either direction, it doesn't matter. But television.
Beyond their artistic legacies, both Nancy and Redd used their voices in meaningful ways. Nancy, with her background in public service and education, continued to advocate for social causes and mentoring younger generations, illustrating a commitment to community that outlasted her television fame. Meanwhile, Redd Foxx's trailblazing comedy challenged social norms and opened doors for future generations of Black entertainers. Together, their hidden partnership served as a subtle but powerful example of crossing boundaries, both racial and cultural, and forging connections that mattered deeply to them. Nancy Culp and Redd Foxx's secret relationship reveals a powerful story of respect, courage, and connection beyond public perception. Their hidden bond challenges us to look deeper beneath the surface of fame and societal expectations. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Hollywood's untold stories, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating discoveries.